Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for May 16th through 22nd, 2022. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. We're going to jump, thank you very much, right into your reading. Speaking of jump, the cards are jumping for you. All right, we do start out your week here. We are full on bang smack in the middle of Eclipse Energy, full moon in Scorpio, very intense. Okay, you may have some old emotions, fears, worries, doubts, things coming to the surface. You might just be feeling a little bit emotional in the first couple of days of this week. Very powerful energy. We also have Mercury retrograde, so communication and technology issues may certainly play a role in your week ahead here as well. Okay, so some very powerful energy coming in. You may even get some surprises, some epiphanies, getting some clarity on things. You might be making some final decisions on things there as well. All right, so just something to be aware of. Okay, especially if you're tossing and turning, try and ground your energy in some way. Connect with nature is a really good way to do that. Meditation, crystals, all of those things, whatever works for you. We have launching your journey coming in here. I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. Time to get going here, Cancer. All right, some of you could literally be making plans to go on a trip. Maybe you're actually going on a trip in the week ahead, so safe travels to you if that's you. Okay, but you may also be making some other travel plans. But this is really about a movement. Okay, and when we're launching our journey, we're taking the first steps. So, what does that mean to you? Are you looking to make some change? Are you looking to make some improvement? Have you been percolating on something for a while? My dad always called it procrastinating. I'm like, no, I'm percolating. I'm not procrastinating at all. Okay, so maybe there's something here that you've been percolated on for a while, and now it's time to kick it up into high gear. Okay, so get ready to move forward, to make some change, to get started. Okay, or to even just get the ball rolling on something here. Okay, we also have sharing of yourself here. I am an incredibly generous being, so you may certainly be called to give something back in the week ahead. Now, this could very simply be helping someone out. Maybe you've got a work colleague and you're helping them, overcome some sort of problem or something, or sort out some difficulties, or maybe you finish your work first and someone else is overloaded. So you might give back in that way. Okay, maybe something around your house. But this could also be deeper for you here as well. Perhaps there's other gifts and talents and things that you can share with others externally. Perhaps you're looking to, see how you can help those less fortunate than you. Maybe you're going to volunteer. No, thank you. This can also have to do with your career path, right? Are you doing something that's fulfilling, or are you looking to do something that's a little bit more meaningful, something that has a positive effect on other people or on your community? So you may be making those kind of insights. All right, we get a lot of insights in the week ahead. So whatever that happens to be, sharing is caring, people. So let's see what else we've got for you guys. We've got the King of Wands right there, taking the lead. We've got the Fool. There you go, getting started. And we also have the Three of Swords. Ouch. All right, we'll take care of that. We'll see what else is coming up with that particular energy. I think I might pull another card for that one. The bottom of the deck there. Okay, this might be where the Three of Swords comes in. The bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. So you may be at a little bit of a crossroads. You might have some important decision to make. The Two of Swords is sometimes where we're a little bit undecided. Okay, you may also be feeling a little bit closed off, a little bit combative as well. Okay, there may be a decision that you need to make where your answer is through your intuition. You might not want anyone else's input. That Two of Swords, right? We're very closed off sometimes to external forces. All right, and sometimes if we need to make an important decision, we don't want anyone else's opinions, we don't want anyone else's advice, because this may be something that really does affect you. So your intuition is always correct. We quite often do double guess it, right? We second guess our intuition. It's where our brain takes over. The magical mystery that our brains are, they tend to cause us some blocks and problems sometimes. So that Two of Swords could certainly be a very important decision that you need to make. Okay, you might be looking to make some change, but again, you might be a little bit undecided. So sometimes things aren't black and white. Sometimes when we get that Two of Swords, it's a reminder that there's quite often a hidden path. So we may be thinking that it's either option A or option B, black or white. And, in actual fact, there's that third path. There's the path less traveled. There's hidden option C, shall we say. There's that gray area of life there too. So that may be where your answers lie, or that may be where you need to conduct yourself there as well. Okay, so just a little bit of a heads up there, maybe giving you a little bit of underlying influence. But we've got the King of Wands here as well, taking the lead role. So you could certainly be very confident in your week forward. Okay, you're taking action, you're taking the lead, you're stepping up into your personal power. You're feeling very motivated, very inspired. Perhaps you're feeling very creative in the week ahead here with this King of Wands, but it's a very mature energy. You're making some plans. Now, the interesting thing is that the King of Wands, the wand suit in general, they don't like to stay still. Okay, and the King of Wands is filled with adventure, very adventurous kind of spirit, right? Doesn't like everything all the same every single day. Okay, variety is sometimes the spice of life. But with this being an adventurous kind of energy, and we also have launching your journey, again, it's really about having the energy and having the oomph, shall we say, the firepower to get started on something, or maybe to go on some sort of journey, make some sort of bold moves, a bold statement, maybe even in the week ahead. But the King of Wands is that leadership energy. So perhaps you are, really looking to either make a change or to level up in a situation in your week forward, something to do with your, with your physical world, with your career, with even a relationship, right? Something to take something to the next level, or just to maybe have some fun. So, but the King of Wands can also be a person in your life that has some influence, maybe gives you some inspiration or some motivation, maybe someone that you want to partner up with, or maybe someone that you want to go traveling with. It could be a friend. Okay, so certainly a very positive influence there for you at the beginning of the week. But I feel like you have some wonderful energy to kickstart your week forward. Excellent. All right, but we do have the Fool here as well. And the Fool is, an energy of moving forward, of taking the next steps, starting a new adventure, okay, or taking the next steps in your current adventure, but on a different level, okay, on a higher level in something. But when we have the Fool, this is also an energy of spontaneity as well, being excited, feeling a little bit adventurous, feeling like, you want to get out and have some fun, okay, or just really getting ready to take that leap forward. When we get the Fool card, there may be something around you where you may need to throw a little bit of caution into the wind, so to speak. You just need to trust yourself. You need to trust yourself, the universe, that the steps that you are taking are for your best and highest good, that they're going to lead you down a path that is really positive for you. You might not know all of the ins and outs and all of the finer details of your journey going forward. You're just making those moves, okay? You're taking that leap. You're all in, jumping in with both feet. Okay, so you could just be, again, really excited about some sort of adventure. The Fool card can represent some companionship there as well. So perhaps you are making some plans to go somewhere with a friend, okay, to have a get together, or maybe just go on a fun little journey, a road trip, okay, or maybe even something to a tropical destination, something where you can have some fun. Maybe pandemic restrictions are a little bit lifted there for you. But the Fool does represent this very exciting kind of energy coming in here. So a little bit of a spring in your step and a little bounce to your pounce. All right, so whatever you've got going on, you are very confident and you are ready to go. Now, we do have the Three of Swords, though. So the Three of Swords can represent a couple of different things. So there may be something disappointing you. The Three of Swords is certainly that heartbreak card, right? And it can represent sadness. It can represent sometimes dealing with loss, something that is very difficult or disappointing for you. Maybe something doesn't quite go your way. It could certainly represent communication issues. Maybe there's some miscommunication, some issues with technology, being that retrograde energy that's there. So there may be something that's disappointing you. However, it shall pass, okay? Now, it could be also, if you're starting something new, okay, if you're looking to make some bold moves or make some change in your world, okay, and you're making these decisions, there may be a little bit of a sense of maybe not regret, might be a little bit of regret, but maybe not quite regret, but maybe a little bit of a sense of sadness or loss. And, if we use an example of, maybe you want to make some career moves. Okay, we spend a lot of time in our workplace, in our career path, and it could very simply be that you have a new opportunity that's opening up for you here, and even though it's exciting and it's wonderful and it's something that you really want and something that you can't wait to start, okay, there is a little bit of sadness that comes along with that, because maybe your current environment, maybe you don't mind your job, but it's not paying you what you want. You might even really like the people that you work with, and so you have to leave them behind. So even something exciting, all right, can have that little bit of underlying energy there where there is a little bit of sadness to deal with. However, the Three of Swords is certainly that energy where it is a temporary sadness, okay? There may be healing coming in for you here as well, okay? So certainly, maybe something that you are overcoming, all right? Something that gives you a little bit of momentary grief there, okay? But it is something that you will recover from fairly quickly with that one, okay? It can even just be like a train of thought, right? With that Swords energy. And again, like I said, some communication issues. So let's just clarify that Three of Swords there. It could be something in regards to a decision, right? So what do we have here? We have the Three of Cups, the Eight of Swords, okay, and we have the Ten of Wands. Oof. Okay, so there could be something here that's just causing you a little bit of difficulty, a little bit of stress, but also something that's really positive. It's like you take the good with the bad. All right, the Ten of Wands here is something very difficult, very stressful. Okay, something that's been a burden, a monkey on your back kind of thing. But the tens are endings, leading way to new beginnings. So perhaps you may have to have a conversation with someone. Sometimes we get the Ten of Wands, and our way to relieve our burdens and our stresses is to put up boundaries, all right, or is to do something a little bit differently. But we have the Eight of Swords here as well, and the Eight of Swords is really about feeling trapped or restricted in some way. Okay, so perhaps there is something here that you are letting go of. There's a little bit of sadness in regards to that. Perhaps it's something that has just been challenging you for a while, but it's being replaced by something very positive. The Three of Cups here. Okay, the Three of Cups is a celebratory energy. It's one of social engagement, getting together with our friends, with our family, clinking a glass, having something to celebrate. Okay, so there may be something difficult that you're dealing with, but there is healing and celebration and some positive energy that's coming up here as well. Okay, perhaps you are freeing yourself from some sort of restrictions. This can be some old energy that comes up, okay, or it could just be something that's been going on for a while, and you're finally finding your path forward. You're looking at things a little bit differently. You're starting to see things blossom in your world a little bit more positively. It can also be as well the opposite end of that coin, okay? Maybe something that you had your hopes on, or you had some sort of plans in the works, okay? Something really positive with the Three of Cups there, but it ends up being a little bit, maybe you get some plans that are canceled. Okay, perhaps there's something really positive there, a celebration or something with the Three of Cups, but you end up being the one that makes all the plans. All right, something very positive, but you're stuck holding all the responsibility. Okay, you're making the plans, you're making all the arrangements, you're calling people, right? And this is like, oh, really restrictive for you, because maybe you don't get to have as much fun as you really want. Sometimes that happens, especially with family gatherings and things like that, if you're having those things going on in your home life, right? So I think here that there's something that is some temporary disappointment here, okay, and something that you can really overcome, but there may be again something there with that's really positive, but just has this underlying kind of sense of stress that goes along with there. All right, but that is number 33, right? We've got a 3 clarifying a 3. So 3s are about teamwork, collaboration, cooperation. So perhaps if you are teaming up with people, somebody is not pulling their fair share of the weight. Okay, someone's not living up to expectations. All right, but 33 threes are also where things start to come to fruition. So even if things are blossoming in your life, even if something is coming together, it can also have a little bit of stress, a little bit of disappointments along the way, even if it's something really positive. Your advice from spirit with the Hierophant there is in the week ahead, you may want to engage in some spiritual practice, very spiritual kind of energy here. The Hierophant is also one where we embrace some sort of change. It is one of higher level of commitment. It's also one of higher level learning, spiritual ascension here as well. And sometimes when we are leveling up in any kind of area in our world, it does come with a little bit of ups and downs along the way. Okay, think of climbing a big stairway, right? It's like, oh, you may take a few steps and then it's like, oh my God, okay, I need to take a break. I need to take a break. I need to take a rest for a minute. And then we get up and we keep on going. Okay, so there may be something here that is, very positive for you, but you might need to take a couple little breaks along the way to get to where you want to go. But the Hierophant is one of being committed. So, Spirit says here that, commit to yourself, commit to your journey, make the right decisions that are for you. And, sometimes you might need to be in that Two of Swords energy, like back off, Jack. Okay, I didn't ask for anyone's opinion. Okay, I want to do something on my own. This is my decision to make. So, you may be at a little bit of an impasse with somebody. Sometimes we're butting heads a little bit, but again, you might just be a little bit closed off. You want to do things on your own. You're committed to your journey. You're moving forward, and you don't want to hear anyone else's negativity. So burdens, boundaries, okay, may be required in that regard. But the Hierophant is card number 5. So there may be something that's changing in your world in the week ahead. Your advice there is to embrace the change because it's positive for you. Okay. And, it's also one where you might need to change the way you do things. Okay. The Hierophant is a very traditional kind of energy, one with a structure, one with, conformity a little bit, right? And you might be possibly your way forward may be to break free of traditional structures and values, right? To dance to the beat of your own drum, to do things your own unique way. And sometimes we need to break free of those structures that are in place, right? The Hierophant, very religious card, but very, if you think of the confines of organized belief systems, okay, and sometimes they can be very restrictive. And you might not be that kind of person. So perhaps as you grow and as you evolve and as you think about different things, it's maybe time to kind of step outside of your box, step outside of your comfort zone in some way. Okay, but the Hierophant being a very spiritual energy there, that advice from Spirit there also is to trust your intuition, to gather the information that you need to get, and to make change if you need to make change, but also to be committed to your path and your journey and not let anything derail you. Okay, so your blessings headed your way. We've got the Six of Cups. Now, I think I mentioned it that we do have Mercury in retrograde. Of course, we also have that eclipse energy. So surprises tend to come about when we have all of those energies all come in together. The Six of Cups can be a return card. Okay, so the retrograde energy can sometimes bring things back around in our lives, things that we didn't expect. This can be people coming back in, old friends, old colleagues, old romantic partners possibly, but this can also bring back opportunities into our world here as well. And that Six of Cups can represent that as well, right? Something coming back from the past. And this is a blessing for you, whatever it is. So it's something that you want or something that benefits you. Perhaps it's just a chance to clear the air with something, get some closure in something, okay? But it can also be something very exciting for you. But the Six of Cups also does represent enjoying your moment, enjoying today, living life to its fullest, having fun, engaging in positive activities, getting together with friends, family, tapping into your inner child, doing things that are really exciting and things that are really positive for you, something that puts a smile on your face. So that's that Fool energy right there. All right, so certainly have some fun times possibly in the week ahead for you. All right. But again, this may be something that comes back from the past. The Six of Cups is also a reminder here to live each day to its fullest, to be thankful and grateful for everything that you have. That way, more of those things can blossom and grow in your world. So, reminder here to live for today. Look upon the past, but let the energy go. You have the memories, the experiences. The Six of Cups can sometimes bring in nostalgia, okay, but it's also one of making plans for the future, but being focused on here and today. Today is the live energy that you've got, okay? So the past can no longer hurt you, all right? And sometimes we do need to let some things go, and that way we are lighter and brighter, and we've got a little bit more of a pep in our steps. So there may be something here, some old things that you're clearing out and clearing the way. You might be getting some closure on something actually as well, all right? But that is a very positive, very jovial energy, okay? And when something maybe put a smile on your face, okay? Blessings headed your way. Your overall outcome for the week, here's your journey, okay? The Six of Swords is an energy of moving forward. It can certainly represent a journey. Now, this can be a journey of the mind, of the soul, of the spirit, of the emotions, okay? But it can also be a physical journey sometimes here as well. The Six of Swords is also a peaceful resolution, okay? Finding a compromise, finding a way forward, finding your way to overcome an obstacle, resolve communication issues, all of those things. A peaceful resolution, something that's been troubling or something that's been difficult, likely over here, okay, has reached a conclusion, and it's a positive one. So this is where we quite often do smooth those waters, and we do move forward. All right, but again, that could certainly be that travel energy, that journey. We've got 1, 2, 3 cards that could possibly represent some sort of travel, or at least a metaphorical moving forward on something, but in a very positive and peaceful and calm way with that. So smoothing the waters a little bit here, okay, maybe even finding some closure, right? This allows you to move forward, all right? Letting go of indecision, worry, doubt, fears, all of those things, all right? So certainly a very positive way for you to, finish off your week. I'm going to leave that there for you. I hope there was something here that resonated with you. If there was, please don't forget to hit like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.